Hey everyone, it's Justice for Comics. I just wanted to do a quick video to highlight some sales data on Comic-Con. This is for May, so they compile a list of comic books, and this is these figures are sales to shops. So I think Diamond Distributors creates this data, and they pull it. Comic-Con pulls it from Diamond. So number one, as you shouldn't be surprised, is Amazing Spider-Man 800, 411,800 in sales. And number two is Venom, number one, 225,000 in sales. And so Marvel had the two top spots here in May. And then Doomsday Clock came in at number three with 146,000 sales. Avengers number one, 131,000. Black Panther number one, 122,000. Batman's been consistently around 100,000 for each issue, and it's 101 and 100,000. So, yeah, these are really good numbers. When I've looked at certain months, like if you look at February or January, a lot of the top books were only at around 100, maybe 125,000. So, the fact that you're hitting numbers well in excess of 200, Amazing Spider-Man, of course, was a marquee issue, but the fact that it's that high of sales is pretty interesting. We haven't seen those kind of numbers in quite some time. So Marvel and DC are obviously pretty dominant. Walking Dead is up there, which is pretty great for an independent at 73,000. When you go way down the list, I would say any book that's selling less than, if you're Marvel and DC, if you're selling less than 20,000 books a month, you're just not doing well. Independent book that's actually pretty good, I'd say. And any independent book that's selling more than 10,000 a month is definitely doing well. So Gideon Falls, number three. I mean, for a third issue, they're just under 20,000. That's really, really good for an independent. Right below Kick-Ass. Yeah, some things that are Sideways, which is a really good title on that new DC title, which it's been good. Sales just aren't that great on it right now, so we'll have to see if that gets better. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of videos on whether certain Marvel titles should be canceled. Some titles like Iceman, America, Miss Marvel, a lot of these, Squirrel Girl, a lot of these titles I think were announced that they're being canceled, but then some of them are coming back. Like Iceman is coming back with the same writer, which I think is interesting. No one was buying the title before with that same writer, so I don't know what magically is going to change, but maybe Marvel thinks that they'll have better distribution, maybe they'll have better sales numbers. I just find this pretty interesting. When you have true believers outselling a lot of ongoing titles, it's a reprint. That's pretty sad. So it's interesting to look at this. Marvel and DC, if they're below 20,000 on a title, that's not good. I would say that would be a line in the sand. If I'm the editor running Marvel or DC, if I had a title that went below 20,000 sales in a month, maybe 1 month you could kind of overlook it. Maybe it was just a fluke or something, but I would say if you're going more than a few months, more than 2 or 3 months in a row where you're below that 20,000 figure, if I was the editor, I would cancel the title and probably fire whoever the writer is and the artist and move on. Maybe it's just because they're stuck with a character that's hard to develop and get depth in. That could be the case, but yeah, I just thought it was interesting to look over these figures and get a kind of a sense of what's doing well. When you look at the top 10, it's pretty even between Marvel and DC. Marvel has 4 titles and DC has 5, so DC maybe edges them out slightly, or actually, yeah, DC's slightly edging them out in the top 10. If you look at top 20, I think Marvel does a lot better in the top 20. They've got several books here that are doing pretty well. So, for a while, DC has really been dominating top 10 list, top 20 list, but Marvel has definitely come back lately to challenge them. So that's good for the comic industry. I think you want two really good, strong companies competing against each other, and having a couple good, independent titles getting some attention at the same time, I think is very, very healthy for the comic industry. So, yeah, we'll see how this goes, but so far so good. Thought I would highlight some of those figures. I know a lot of people don't really pay attention to sales, but I kind of look at it once in a while just to get an idea of the health of the comic industry. And the healthier it is, the better it is for all of us who are comic book fans, because I think it increases the quality. You'll see some better stories, better writing, better artwork. So you want to see a good, healthy comic book industry if you can. So these May figures kind of indicated that it's going well. So we'll see how it goes. I'll keep track of this. Every few months I might post a video just kind of tracking the trends of the comic industry and if there's any changes to these monthly figures. All right, I'd like to hear your comments, what you think about it, maybe what your favorite titles are, or if you disagree, if there's something in there that you think should have better sales and maybe the sales figures aren't correct. I'd love to hear your opinions on that. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell for notifications, and I will talk to you guys this weekend. I'll post another video. Thanks.